Las Vegas is the land of buffets, but do paying more for a buffet equal a better experience? In this video, we're gonna go to the cheapest buffet that I can find in Las Vegas, and we're gonna go to the most expensive buffet so you guys can tell the difference with the quality of the food, service, ambiance, and everything in between. I'm your boy George here with Vegas Must Try. Let's get started. All right, guys, and for the first place up, we're right here at Krazy Buffet, located about 6 miles away from the Las Vegas Strip. It is a local buffet, meaning that it's in the middle of neighborhoods, but it is a pretty good buffet, especially for the price. Let's step inside so you guys can see it. All right, so we just sat here at Krazy Buffet, and the price that we paid today was $20, and that's because it's 5:30, so that means that it goes up to $20. But the only thing that changes from the lunch menu to the dinner menu is the fact that they have crab and then another kind of beef that I'll show you in a second. So the buffet is actually quite small. There's nothing too crazy about it. Obviously, it's like very minimal decor, and it's not like you need it anyway. I can see the entire restaurant from where I'm sitting right now. There are some booths, some regular tables. It actually kind of reminds me of CC's Pizza. If you guys know what I'm talking about. But enough talking, now let's do a little food tour here of what you can actually get when you come by for dinner time. All right, so this is the extent of the buffet. We got quite a few rows. We'll get started here on the right hand side. So starting from left to right, we have some lettuce. This looks like cucumber, seaweed, kimchi. What do we have here? This looks like imitation crab salad. Honestly, I'm butchering a lot of these. There's no labels here, so I'm just raw dogging it. And this looks like octopus. Got shrimp right there with a lemon and some sauces. This side gets a lot more interesting. See all the steam coming out. So these are cheese mussels, followed by some pepper shrimp, salt and pepper. We have some breaded shrimp here, salt and pepper crab. Sweet and sour. We have some clams. This actually looks good. All the seafood seems to be right here. We have hot and juicy seafood boil. We have some bread here, and that looks to be a sesame ball. So I made my way to the other side just to look at this. These are chicken meatballs with a little bit of sauce. And this right here is coconut shrimp. Actually looks decent. I want to try this. So if you are a seafood lover, for $20 you can eat all of this seafood non-stop. Okay, so now we're taking it up a notch. We have steamed sea bass here, followed by seafood delight. That looks like a crab leg right there. String beans, spicy chicken with those jalapenos there. That looks deadly. Some chicken mushroom. I love that the Asian or the Chinese names are so easy. Like, what do you think this is? That's beef broccoli. Would you look at that? French fries, rice. Let me go to the other side now. Fried rice, all right. With some lo mein, some orange chicken. And what is this? Ooh, fried calamari. They didn't have this last time I was here. Dinner only item. Okay, so it's got quite a few. Mozzarella cheese stick. Doesn't really fit here, but I like it. And this is beef. So this beef is dinner only. It's a house special beef. It kind of looks like Mongolian beef. I'm definitely gonna get a plate full of that. And we already talked about these two. All right. This is Carb City, baby. We have some fried bananas here with a sweet dip. What is this? Cheese wonton, followed by a pork dumpling with a dumpling sauce here on the left hand side. Of course, we are at a buffet after all, and the pizza here actually looks decent. Ooh, soup wonton here. We have miso soup on the right hand side, and on the left hand side we have hot and sour. Vegetable roll is hiding right there. Here on some skewers we have teriyaki chicken, followed by fried chicken. These are huge wings. Look at that. Ooh, and these are fried buns covered in sugar. Let's go. So they do have a sushi section here. Let's check it out. There aren't any labels here, but you can probably tell that is a tempura roll. Here on the right hand side it looks like tuna. We have salmon here, spicy salmon, and a bunch of other varieties here. But actually, it doesn't look terrible. Not the biggest sushi buffet guy, especially not at the cheapest buffet in Vegas. All right, so we got to the fruit section, and you got your classics, cantaloupe and melon combination. Well, you also have oranges here, very classic of a Chinese buffet. Here we have some, ooh, these aren't as normal. We have some bananas covered in syrup. We have some, looks like cuties out there. Pineapples, peaches. This looks like Jello, right? I would say that's Jello. And this, I don't know what this is. Can someone please let me know? There isn't a label. It looks like rice pudding or something like that. And we have some cones because, you guessed it, there is an ice cream machine. All right, I'm gonna need your help on this one too. I don't know what these crunchy chips are. I've had it before though, but I don't know what they're called. Here we have, I think these are orange cookies. Looks like some kind of scone here. Oh, apple pie. Yep, apple pie. We have a strawberry cake, chocolate, or coffee. It depends. These are coconut treats. All right, guys, so here we have our first plate. Of course, I went with the dinner stuff, which is the special things. Some of the beef right here, the house beef, spicy, I believe. Also, they have seafood boil. Initially, they had told me that only crab and the beef was a dinner thing, but there was actually quite a few items there that were dinner. We got some of the fried rice here and this crab here. So on the weekends, they actually have crab legs. On weekdays, they do like fried crab. I don't know if you could tell, I'm really hungry and I'm a little beat up. It was a long day, but we're still out here cranking out content. So give it a like if you appreciate that. And now let's go. Hell yeah. The positive is that it's really good. It's tender. And also there's really good flavor here, like the sauce that they have. Really, really nice. I can eat a whole plate of this. It's gonna sound a little silly, but the fried rice is bomb. I must be hungry or something because this is hidden. All right, time to try the fried crab. Oh, all right. That was a miss. I just taste the oil. Yeah, definitely come on the weekends for the crab legs. Now let's get the seafood boil, shrimp. Shrimp is shrimp. Shrimp's all a little mushy though. Not a fan of that one. So far, the beef is the only thing that's pulling through. All right, here we have the second plate of food. As you can see, I got some of the gyoza here. I couldn't resist myself. The cheese mussel here, this does not look appetizing, and there's still so many of them left, but we're gonna give it a try. Why not? Beef broccoli here, obviously one of those crazy fun names. Not crazy at all. And we have some lo mein and some orange chicken. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for this plate, but I just feel like a lot of people, these are popular dishes, so I gotta give them a try. Let's start it up with the orange chicken. Mushy, good flavor. Not enough chicken though. It's a hard swallow. It tastes like freezer burned chicken. The bigger piece was better. Super sweet. I have a problem with the small pieces because it's just breading with the small little tiny piece of chicken. But the bigger pieces, that's where it's at. All right, now let's go with the dumpling. This is really good. It's like you would get something like this at ramen. It might be frozen, but I don't care. This is good. Let's give it a go. Hell no. Oh. Oof. I almost never get that feeling. But the melted cheese sliding down my throat did not. That was not it. Anyway, moving on to the beef broccoli. Beef broccoli kind of tastes overcooked. Not enough crunch on the broccoli, and the beef is all right. I think the common theme here is that everything is just kind of overcooked. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention is that these fountain drinks are actually $1.39 each. So you're not getting them with your entry at the buffet. So technically, if you're paying $20, you're really paying $21.39 for your entry. Moving on to our third and probably last plate before dessert. So it's a pretty simple plate. I got a pork bun here with a, what is this, spring roll and 2 chicken skewers. It looks like chicken thighs, so hopefully that's what it is. All right, let's get started with this pork bun. Oh yeah, look at that. A little sweet, but I like that. This is real good, man. This remind me a lot of animes like Naruto and Goku. They would always eat stuff like this. Moving on with the chicken here. Doesn't look too meaty here. However, it does taste good. It has like a sweet coating on it, and I'm pretty sure it's chicken thighs. So chicken thighs is brown meat, just like beef. Usually my favorite type of chicken. All right, time to smash the spring roll. They're so mushy inside. The bun was good. Chicken was good. The spring roll was And here we have, all right, so apparently, according to my wife, this looks like tapioca pudding. We had some of the jello here, like strawberry cake. This is chocolate or coffee. We'll find out in a second. I got some of that banana with, what is that, jam? There's an orange cookie. This little coconut treat. It was the last one. It was fire. There's like honey inside or something. All right, so the desserts were a little weak. They all taste okay, but nothing was like, oh my God, yes, I gotta come back for this. This buffet is definitely not gonna be your 5-star meal. It's actually, I don't know, I would probably give it like a 4 out of 10 if I'm being nice. There are some things that are good, but most of the things were a little bit overcooked and you know, a little too much sugar, a little too much flavor at some point. It is gonna get the job done. $15 per person, Monday through Saturday from 11 to 4 p.m. It's not a bad deal whatsoever. All right, so now let's go check out the most expensive buffet in Las Vegas. You guys already know which one we're going to. All right, guys, so we have made it here to the Caesar's Palace to check out what, in my opinion, is not only the biggest buffet in Las Vegas, it's also the best one. And that is because of the variety, the quality, a bunch of other stuff that you're about to see in just a second. But let's go stand in line. We are on a dinner on a Friday night. Let's get it. All right, so we just sat, and the total price for each person was $92. That is before taxes and tip. The total price was $232 after tip. All right, so the Bacchanal Buffet is located obviously here at the Caesar's Palace, and it is a 25,000 square foot buffet, making it the largest in Las Vegas. They have a total of 10 kitchens with hundreds of different items here. There's Italian sections, there's Asian sections, there's Hispanic, classic carving, and what is very famous for the seafood. One peculiar thing about this buffet is that they have different sections, and you get like a whole different entire vibe. Like right now, I'm sitting in a whole wooded area. It's my first time sitting here, and I just realized that I'm the same color as the background here, so that's a little strange. Expect to have brunch from 9 to 3 p.m. and at 4 p.m. they switch over to dinner time. And brunch is going to be a little bit cheaper. Last time I checked, it was around $75 per person. So if you come right before they switch over to dinner time, you get to enjoy the brunch prices and the dinner items. But enough talking, now let's do a quick tour of the food because I'm telling you, it's pretty endless. So this part's probably going to be a little bit long. Hang in there. All right, starting on the right-hand side, we have some stir-fried rice with chashu, with basically with pork, salt and pepper frog legs back there. We have some, what is it, Chinese Skyline, black pepper beef. Right back there, some basil chicken, ding ding noodles. All right, this is lo mein. Bang bang shrimp. I think I know what that is. We have some crispy tangerine yuzu chicken, aka some orange chicken. They get a little fancy with the names here. Kalbi ribs here with kimchi fried rice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love kimchi. And some vegetable spring rolls with crab rangoon and mushroom pot stickers. And to the left hand side, we do have some pork buns. It's like the dim sum section. Ooh, cute little pork buns. Some of the shrimp hargov, basically prawn dumplings. Pork shumai, big shumai guy. But leek cakes. I've actually never had leek cakes. Roasted duck. Roasted duck out of a buffet, pretty unheard of. We'll have some chashu back there, pork chashu back there, and some roasted drunken chicken. A giant steamed rice. Look at that giant container. All right, so starting out with the seafood section, this is citrus taco poke. Basically, it's octopus. We have ahi tuna poke. 3 different types of pokes, not just one. And we have a vegan beet poke. Check out the rolls here. This is the Bacchanal California roll. It looks fancy and very saucy. The volcano roll, followed by the emperor roll. And this is some hamachi, aka like yellowtail. And this right here, Bacchanal nigiri, salmon and ahi tuna. This whole section is a Filipino section for all my Pinoys out there. We have some pork skewers. Those are delicious. Pork lumpia. Yes, sir. This is lechon. It's basically a culinary masterpiece from the Filipino culture. They have an Asian soup section here. Black garlic ramen, tonkotsu, Vietnamese pho. What else do you have here? Wonton soup. Pretty cool stuff here. Not just an omelet section, but a whole soup section. All right, so we have soup condiments here to the left-hand side. This right here is basically vegan and vegetarian options. Let's start on the right-hand side. Here we have roasted corn Southwest wedge. followed by a heirloom tomato salad and a baby gem Caesar. Look at that. All different types of breads. Charcuterie section. Look at that. Get fancy here. Ask for a board instead of a plate and get yourself some blue cheese and salami. The vegan area continues. We have some olives here, falafel, lemon, oil, drizzle. So we have some pita bread back there and a lot of like different types of hummus. This section here I like a little bit more. It's a lot of Italian food. Starting on the right hand side, we got a Capri salad with, those are fresh mozzarella balls right there. Prosciutto pizza. But this right here, meat lovers pizza. This is basically the same stuff. Margherita pizza. Oh yeah, yes sir. This is a shrimp scampi pizza and a dirty barbecue brisket pizza. I like it dirty. So we have reached a pasta and risotto station here. You basically get your toppings and the chefs go to work. This is meatball with polenta. We have some cavatelli pasta with spicy arrabbiata sauce. Oh my god. They are getting very creative and very fancy with these names. Roasted pork belly, purple cauliflower puree. And here we have braised shortbread with madeira demi saffron risotto. Dang, they're gonna run out of room here. Look at that. It's a whole paragraph. This section I'm familiar with is basically Mexican food. Chicharrones on the right hand side, basically pork. We have some, oh, look at that, all that avocado. Salsas in the front, chips in the back. This aguas frescas section is one of my favorite parts of the buffet. This one here on our left hand side, the ube horchata. Oh my god, you won't, like, you're gonna want to bring your own cup. All right, continuing with the Hispanic Mexican section. Here on the left hand side, you're gonna have some pupusas. Shout out to all my Salvadorian friends. Got any asada tacos? Look at all of them. Baja fish taco with some batter cod, chipotle aioli, all that good stuff. And on the right hand side, you have some Barramundi Veracruz. Never heard of this. Might be a thing down in South Mexico. This section is a quesadilla taco. You can get some consomme as well. For those of you guys that don't know, it's beef cooked for hours, really, making it really, really soft. We have some frijoles rancheros with some elote, and I'm pretty sure this is hot Cheetos crushed up together. Followed by roasted chicken here with some Spanish rice. Bacchanal menudo. All right, so it's not just menudo, it's the Bacchanal menudo. This section is vegan, and no, it's not just salads. On the right hand side, you have vegan chicken makhani. That looks good. Reminds you of Indian food. Saffron bastami rice. Okay, nah, it's gotta be Indian food. And then a vegan slider. All right, that looks good. We're getting into carving territory. We got oven roasted chicken on the right hand side, porchetta, quail, and roasted lemon chicken to choose from. More vegan stuff right here. We got the broccoli, cauliflower, tricolored carrots, and some Brussels sprouts. What buffet do you know that gives you bone marrow? Look at that. We have some bone marrow here with some lamb T-bone. And look at this carving section. Boy. So we have some tri-tip here. We have some beef steamship and some prime rib on the right hand side. These used to be buffalo wings, mac and cheese with a little bit of bacon bits here. Mashed potatoes. This is another salad. I feel like I've seen a lot of the color purple here today. Vegetable medley. Eat your greens. And some cream spinach. Left hand side you have a seafood basket. And these are the Bacchanal sliders. Honestly, these look yummy as well. Much better than the vegan ones in my opinion. So everyone is standing in line here to get some of the crab legs. As you can see, it is the biggest selling point of the Bacchanal Buffet. They have other different types of seafood as well. Here you have a seafood boil section. On the right hand side, you have some seared scallops, some mussels, clams. You have black mussels here, octopus salad, drunken clams. And look at this section right here. All the shrimp that you can eat for a lifetime. Jonah crabs here, whelks, and head-on prawns. This is the dessert section. It has its own little island here. We have some gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, carrot cake, no sugar added, vegan strawberry cake. What's all these like nice desserts here? Sugar-free cheesecake, vegan passion fruit tapioca. There's a lot of vegan and like lactose-free, no sugar added chocolate raspberry mousse. Oh, these are Halloween specials. Today is Halloween, in case anyone's wondering. Coffee tiramisu, pumpkin cheesecake crunch. I gotta get me some of those. Lychee panna cotta, followed by some vanilla pandan. I don't know what pandan is. French silk and strawberry matcha cake. Oh, one more fall item here, sweet potato tart. If you wanted some natural sugar, you could get yourself some grapes. And then the big four, which are the watermelon, honeydew, pineapple, and cantaloupe. All right, we have another station here. It's a crepe station. This section, I don't remember seeing it last time. This is a mochi donut section. Some of these are all prepped up, so you can just scoop them up. But they basically make them right back there. And you do have a chocolate bourbon tart, followed by a raspberry chiffon. This is a vanilla cheesecake with some little ghosts and pumpkins and stuff like that. Another tart here. This is a lemon tart with a Day of the Dead skull. Chocolate fudge cake, followed by creme brulee. Carrot cake here. This carrot cake looks amazing. I could just tell it's gonna be good. Banana cream. I mean, like, look at all these desserts, man. It's just pumpkin or chocolate. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Thai tea. We have a sorbet section here. Got a couple of the fruits on the left-hand side and then more creamy stuff on the right. So we have some salted caramel brownie, which she's replacing right now. Egg tart here. Again, all of these are warm. Bread pudding with chocolate lava cake. They should add some lights to this. It's a little too dark. And this is the pineapple upside down cake. All right, so getting started with the first round of food. And on my right-hand side, I have, obviously, crab legs. So you gotta do it when you come here to the Bacchanal Buffet. I did get it with a Rockefeller oyster. I thought it was like a mussel, but no, Rockefeller oysters are so much better than that. Here on my left-hand side, you do have a little bit more meaty stuff. I like to start off with protein because you get full with a lot of carbs in the beginning, so we'll start off with protein. We did get a little bit of carbs with the mac and cheese here and the bacon bits. Here I got a tri-tip and a piece of brisket. Very nice and juicy looking. This little crust area. I didn't get any barbecue. Might be dangerous, but let's get it. I'm gonna be completely honest. That wasn't as great. The outer layer, which packs the flavor, is a little tough. Look at how stringy this is. It's a little tough to bite. It is flavorful, but at what cost? Some of the mac and cheese tastes excellent. All right, now let's go Tri-Tip City. Oh, okay. This is getting way better. That rub that this has is amazing. All right, now we gotta move on to the crab legs. People always comment in my buffet videos that I don't eat enough crab. I've gotten better over the years at peeling and getting to the meat of the crab legs. One thing to note though is that there is someone up at the front giving you the crab legs. So the person's basically choosing like what crab legs to give you. Crab legs are pretty meaty. Ooh, look at that. Oh my God, dude, am I a freaking samurai or what? Oh, yes. Come on, come out. Ooh. Now let's make love to this Rockefeller oyster. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so good. I wish it was hot though. All right, so we spammed the seafood section here. All right, so we have some tuna nigiri here, salmon nigiri. We have some yellowtail rolls. I believe this one's the Bacchanal California roll. I think that was the name. And then we have spicy tuna probably. Oh, here we have yellowtail hamachi here. Looks very spicy. Tuna poke. All right, so tuna poke and yellowtail hamachi. Let's get started. If the quality of this piece of nigiri is good, the rest might be good. It passes the test. This is salmon nigiri with a ton of rice. Look at that. That's not good. That was a big piece of salmon. This is the house roll here. Let's make our way down the line. Looks like some eel on top. Nope. Yeah. I think a spicy tuna roll. It kind of fell apart right before I picked it up. I wouldn't like to order that roll at our sushi restaurant, but it's getting better. The first one was ass. This is the yellowtail one. This is the one I'm most hopeful for. That's the one. All right, here we go. We have the fourth plate here, and I went a little bit of Asian and a little bit of the Mexican. So starting off with the taco right here is a Baja taco, beer batter, cod. We have some of the menudo here. You can barely see it. That is the lechon. I got a little bit of that. I think I've tried it in the past, but now I put a little bit of the sauce that it came with. We have some kalbi ribs here, followed by some kimchi fried rice, some pork shumai. I love myself some like little dumplings, and the elote here. Look at that. All right, starting off with the menudo. I would usually dress it up a little bit with onion, cilantro, and lime, but let's raw dog it. That's good. It passes the test. A little spicy, just how I like it. They're a little mushy though, so you can tell that the menudo doesn't get touched a whole lot. The kalbi ribs, back to the Asian continent. These are good no matter where you have them. Let's eat it with some of this kimchi fried rice though. Kimchi fried rice was not it, but now the lechon with that sauce, stop it. That piece of lechon was perfect. It had a fatty side and a lean side, and that sauce, I mean, that's amazing. It tastes like a barbecue rub. All right, so everything on this plate has been a win so far, except the kimchi fried rice. It just didn't taste like enough like flavor. All right, now let's finish it up with the Baja taco. The tortilla is honestly kind of weak, but the taco, like the inside, really nice and fresh. The aioli, mind you, I'm already full from eating a bunch of stuff. So the fact that I, kind of popped up on this flavor, it means that they're doing something good here. With the fifth and last plate here, we are doing some dessert. I am pretty full already, but I'm gonna muscle through and enjoy these delicious pieces of pastries. Starting off with this butter pecan. Yeah, I think that's the flavor, and chocolate. Here we have a carrot cake. I'm really excited for this one. You never really see carrot cake and a bun cake like this. This is creme brulee sorbet. This right here was recommended by the wifey. It is a vegan tapioca type of dessert. And this right here is the warm plate. It is a pineapple upside down cake. Let's go. It tastes like those assortment boxes for Valentine's Day, things like that. This is so good. You can't see it, right? There is filling. I'm sure there is. There wasn't any filling. Carrot cake was very disappointing. Creme brulee ice cream. It just tastes like vanilla ice cream. The aftertaste is definitely creme brulee. Vegan tapioca dessert thing. It is good. Pineapple cake. Hell yeah. It's like caramelized pineapple on top, and it just goos out all the sweetness into the cake. My only issue with this visit today was our server. She was a little bit rude, but we're not gonna be assholes and call her out. Been here about 6 or 7 times, and no one has ever told me like, hey, you've been here for 2.5 hours, you gotta go. Until today. Server probably just had a bad day or something, but from start to beginning, she was forgetting things. She was just like kind of like having a rude attitude towards people. I don't know if it's the camera. I don't know if it's like her having a bad day, but that was just an experience I've had here. A bit of an anomaly, but you guys should know that. All right, guys, so that is all for today. We went to the cheapest buffet that I can find in Las Vegas versus the most expensive here at the Bacchanal Buffet. So I'm not gonna tell you not to go to the cheapest one or that you have to go to the most expensive one. In my opinion, this is the best one in Vegas, but you can probably find a happy median in between. I would say that the Palms Buffet is a good, like, middle terms is somewhere around $50 to $60, and that is really, really good quality. You're not gonna have as much variety as here, but you are gonna have a very comfortable seating. The plating is good, and they also have a good variety of vegan items and all that stuff. So that's another recommendation that I can throw in the ring. So that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with until the end. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below for the algorithm. Love you guys. Have a good night. Peace.